So yes, welcome to our social corner. I know if you're a reoccurring viewer, you understand what this section is, but if you are new here, let me give you a quick breakdown. Our social corner is where we talk about a bunch of different topics that we've been seeing on social media or anything like that, that we feel like we just want to give our quick little one-twos about, not go too in depth. But instead of like for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, we talked about each of those topics that we talked about at the top of the show. But now for these 15 minutes, we're going to talk about a variety of different topics in this little segment. Yes. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Blue Origin, right? And the Blue Origin spaceship that has everyone talking, right? And the reason why everybody's talking is because we had Gayle King, you had Katy Perry. Who else was there?
Jeff Bezos' fiance.
Yeah, Lauren Sanchez. What? And he support Trump. His girl last name Sanchez.
I don't know. Is she Latina? I don't know.
I mean, that gives Latina, but you know what? I'm not even going to get too much into it. So this whole trip has started a lot of backlash because some people are all looking at this like big origin space trip. Like, what was the reason, right? So Gayle King defended her recent space flight with Blue Origin and regardless of the public.
I'm going to show some footage while you're talking about.
Of course. So she said the April 14th trip featured an all-female crew, like we mentioned, Katy Perry, Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez, and other people. And the flight lasted less than 11 minutes. And basically, Gayle King is saying that this, in response to the backlash, she's basically saying that this trip was to inspire young girls and highlight space exploration and, the potential to benefit the Earth. Right. So all these different people are giving criticism, like we said, because a lot of people are like, y'all went up there for less than 11 minutes for what? Like, what was the reason? Right. So like when I saw this, I sat there, I was like, so y'all went up there for less than 11 minutes. Y'all come down, y'all ringing bells. Gayle King is currently trending as a meme because she just looked like unimpressed.
But first of all, no one asked her to do this. You know what I mean? Like,
it's giving. That's why I said, Cardi B, you will forever be the GOAT for this meme. What was the reason? Because I just don't understand. And there's no I think last year it was estimated. So the exact cost of the Blue Origin ticket is still like a bit of a mystery. In the summer of 2021, Blue Origin auctioned off a seat for its first crew flight for 28 million. So this is I think the whole thing cost about or over 20 million to do that for less than 11 minutes. And it's like, y'all had those other people stuck up in space for like how many months, and y'all weren't able to bring them down. But did y'all have enough time for 11 minutes? 11 minutes go by quick.
The gaslighting is insane. We all know that the wealth gap is a very major issue in America, but this was like front and center. They were in space for around 4 minutes. The whole trip, like going up and down, is what took the 11 minutes. The marketing took longer than this whole situation. And they're trying to talk to or trying to tell me that this is good for like space and da-da-da-da. What is the progress report? What are the findings? Like, what y'all went up there to do? Like, if this was so they're talking about the astronauts. You're not an astronaut. You cannot compare someone that went to school and are like the people that were stuck there for months. Those are the people that I can like clap and whatever because they were up there doing some work. What did you discover? You went up there, you filmed this little video and came down with nothing. And I think creating this Blue Origin capsule probably took billions of dollars. And it's just like, we have so many other issues like we've discussed at the top of the show. And I get it. It's your money. You do what you want with your money. But when it's so in your face and then you're trying to gaslight us into believing that like you did us a service by going up there. No tea, no shade. But the people that wanted to be astronauts, they're looking at other astronauts and seeing what they're doing. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, Gayle King went to space. Katy Perry went to space. So now I can too. We know that I don't got 100K like just chilling on the savings. I can't do that.
And it's like, my thing is, right, I think now like I've never really had an opinion on Gayle King. I know she's best friends with Oprah, and that's really all
Mhm.
about her. And it's like for me, like your response to the backlash is giving very much like, girl, who do you think you are? Like she's talking about this was like to be an inspiration to young girls. To your
Mm.
point, if I am interested in going into space, why wouldn't I look at actual astronauts? Why would I look at Katy Perry, who sing California Girls, and think, oh my gosh, she makes me want to go to the moon? Are
And
we?
also, like, I'm sure she means well, but I feel like this is how you know, like, when we're in different tax brackets, because sometimes when you have been like, yeah, she worked hard to be where she is, but also when you're like so up there and you are in a different tax situation, it's kind of hard to see where others are coming from.
Yeah.
It's just it gives read the room a little bit, but we hope that everything worked well for them. And I felt like the public reaction was not good, and I understand.
Yeah,
Next.
and then I just want to say this last point really quickly. I saw all the like the post interviews. One of the girls were crying, talking about some, oh my God, like this was such a Katy Perry talk about some, I feel so much love. Like this has really connected my heart to love.
They was girl, you saw them eating grass. I mean, not grass.
Kissing the ground.
Eating the dirt. You acting like you was forced to do that.
And then she came down, she kissing the ground. I'm like, girl, who sent you up there?
No, like they were acting like they did not choose to do that. But whatever, it's a meme. We're thankful for the meme. I guess that's what we got. The $1 billion got us the Gayle King meme.